My beautiful stars, reading time. All right, I want to see what your main focus is. I've got a good energy coming into this reading, so I think this is going to be nice reading, but let's see. Oh, we got the book card. You know what I say. Go grab a book, see what you're magnetically drawn to. Turn to page 1026, and there should be a message from your angels to... I guess it's our first card, but normally I say it should really align or confirm the reading for you. So even maybe just hold on to what that line says and see if it fits in with the reading and comment it. But there's something that's been hidden, that's been a little bit of a mystery that maybe you have, maybe is really in the forefront of your mind right now. Moon. Maybe you feel like you're fighting an illusion, you're questioning your intuition when it comes to this situation that's kind of in the dark right now. This is good. But you do have your wits about you, so... This is really a card of trust, and I think that trust really kind of sometimes fights that moon energy, because that veil can sometimes really accelerate fear and anxiety and really accelerate overthinking. But then you've got trust and trusting that obstacles will be removed. You feel like you're standing in your power. But I do say that moon card as well, it's really tapping into the depth of our soul and that ancestral discovery. This card, this moon card, really specifies being compassionate and empathic and caring and sensitive. And I think whatever this emotion is that you're facing, you've really tried to have compassion and understanding and empathy, which I think is really beautiful. And also this says 6 to 9 months. So maybe the past 6 to 9 months, this has been something that has, this mystery has just really engulfed you. And if you've been waiting for something to unfold for that time, I know in the 3D that seems like a long time, but if you've really been going through soul development, 3 to 6 months, that's nothing. But secrets of the unknown. And just side note, you could be developing your mind or wanting to study or learn new things or spiritual development. This is also a card of education and intellect and philosophy. And like, I feel you could be a bit of a visionary, kind of a pioneer, kind of born to break the mold, especially with this elephant here. But this elephant is also a card of wisdom and power, and it's a card of telepathy. So maybe you feel that you're telepathically connected to someone on your mind, or you've really been, the universe has really been showing you the power of your intuition, thinking about things, they're happening, thinking of a song, it comes on. I feel... your higher self is trying to really get you to believe in how powerful you are. Oh my God. You got the Phoenix. So you've been, whoa. To have a phoenix, I always say that phoenix, it rises from the ashes. We feel like we've been burnt to a crisp. And let's be real, if you really have gone through ancestral discovery or some form of spiritual awakening, that ain't easy. So again, back to that 6 to 9 months, that's nothing on the grand scheme of healing, but you're either going or just coming out of a death, rebirth, catalyst of heart awakening. You're finally rising from the ashes. So it's been rough, but total transformation, complete renewal. Important numbers here: 26th of October, number 13, surrender, and then number 25. So let it be you live in this number, or your car plate has this number, a certain birthday or a specific date as a memory. One more for you. Wow, you've got 2 of loss here. So you've got the coffin card. This main collective, you could have actually gone through a physical loss that really shook you to the core. 8th of September or the 9th of August could also be relevant. But these two together really confirming you've gone through a painful period, like literally soul destroying. It's reminding me of that quantum leap, that quantum jump. When we shift timelines, we lose everything: love, home, family members, fur babies, friendships. Like, we literally get inserted into this magical bubble for development, for our hermit's journey. But it hasn't been easy. Loss, maybe a death, things that were forgotten. This is what you're rebirthing, though, with this elephant as well. You're not feeling as discouraged. Your absent mind, again, connecting to yourself, this defeated, a breakup, over and out, over and done, feeling dull and endings and blocked. I'm actually seeing a phoenix tattoo, so you could have one, or the person that you've gone through some form of painful loss with. If, you know, it isn't a past spouse, maybe someone living has, I'm actually seeing a tattoo, but you're someone exceptional. You got light codes, you upgraded, so you're a magical being. I'm going to get my animal cards in a sec. Let's confirm. Okay. How contradicting is that? I'm intrigued to know what that first line is that you got, because what's confirming this? Wonder if anyone wrote it before I got to this part. Let me know. So what's confirming this? And this is what the message should have kind of lined up to. And I guess the theme of this, but definitely this. So you've got something that's a mystery, but that you have constantly been trying to find clarity with. So this has been so out of your control, the hidden secrets, what's in your control, the intellect, the education. Yes, I get it. But this top part, you've had a magnifying glass under, but the universe has kept it mysterious. So you've been trying to get more information, clarity. There's very important details missing. This is where your moon veil was over. This wasn't meant to be full circle yet. When something's hidden, when something's not being revealed, Pandora's box is not healthy. So this would have activated prying or searching, little detective mode. And it was making this coffin energy so much harder for you. There's a transition in this. Very important details missing, but then the research, examining the fine print. I'm very intrigued to know what message you got from that book you chose. So that's why it's been difficult. And you've got 27, 26, so consecutive numbers, both on October, could be relevant. And also I'm hearing this, I've had a theme over, I think it's been more than a week, of I've had so many collectives, you have someone accessing your energy that is a mystery. And maybe this is also what you've had to focus on. Are they accessing me? Are they watching me? Are they creeping from the background? Are they keeping tabs on me? I'm hearing that for a reason as well. I want one more for that, please. The Lovers, so definitely confirming there's something in your soul contract here that you, again, no wonder it's a mystery. When it's meant to align, it will align. Empress, but you're finding stillness. And this was a mystery to help you find your stillness, to help you tap into your divine feminine energy. So you had to get burnt by the fire, the Phoenix. So this Lovers, Empress, this is in your contract, right? But remember that Lovers is to find that harmony and duality within, to learn to make decisions from the heart, not the overthinking mind. So without this being so mysterious, you wouldn't have healed your prying ways, or, you know, always needing to know what's coming. And I don't think it's completely there, but we're getting there. You needed that fire of ignition of uncertainty, of things in the dark, to help you find this, because it was part of your journey. I say this for the divine community. I have so many. I'm a divine feminine, but you're not in stillness. You're constantly in lack. You're constantly coming from a place outside of you, because you can't see what's coming next, because it's not tangible, because your end stop's not tangible. You're in fear without you even knowing. So how is that divine feminine energy? Yes, you might have activated your sight, your oracle, your high priestess, but what a true divine feminine embodies, you're still lacking. So until you master that stepping stone, you're not going to get to your next stepping stone, right? So this mystery, big lesson. So before this mystery ever even arrived, this would have been a pattern for you through life. A little detective, a little prior, always having to have partners' passcodes, or, you know, searching their phone, or just, this wouldn't have just been a lesson for this person. Our trauma is bound to us from 3 or 4 years old. It gets tougher and tougher as the cycles go on. This was something that was forever going to keep you out of your stillness until you learned it and found your confidence. And found your, I think you're graceful, but truly tap into that grace and that stillness. But you right now as well, just side note, you could be, she's my glow up card. So because you're going through this Phoenix, you'd be going through this internal glow up. When we truly go through an internal glow up, it seeps out of our vessel. We shine differently. And I always say, when you're in Empress era, you get physical examples. People stopping you on the street, beeping as you're walking past, giving you free stuff, complimenting your outfit, complimenting your hair, the way that you're smelling. People will go out of their way to start a conversation with you. So there's a long queue. They're like, oh, you go first. There's a reason I'm giving these examples. When we are in Empress Glow, especially when we're not doing anything different, the universe shows you through external, you're shining differently. Embrace this moment, okay? This is a big row for this first collective, main collective. But lovers, you've got these mysteries in your contract. Very nice. Oh, wow. So this is also what you needed to heal. You're a firecracker. So your ancestral discovery, maybe your birthday or a memory is 18th of the 11th or 11, and JAA could be important initials. But this is why you had this. You needed to heal your maybe argument style, your fighting style, the way you would just hold on to painful things, the way you would repeat cycles over and over again. But also, if you have fear of this whip energy around you right now, remember the illusion you're in. So don't expect the worst. Remember, trust. You're powerful. You're removing obstacles. This card also says kinky. You might be a little bit... It came to my mind. I wasn't going to read it. Oh, truly, Magician's mind. So this trust, wise, your telepathy. You could be a vivid dreamer. This is about the dreaming state as well. You got Magician. And this is why they wanted to heal your mind so much. What you focus on, you create. The manipulator of universal energy. You can call in anything you set your mind to, good or bad. So just because it doesn't happen simultaneously doesn't mean it's not arriving. You are truly a creator of magic, but you needed to believe that about yourself. 13th of February. She is so powerful. That saying, what we think, like our thoughts become our reality. Be more relevant for this collective, and you're starting to learn this. Train horn. Oh my God, with the did you see that flip in my hand? The Phoenix, proposal, engagement, next level, statement of intent, marriage union, catalyst of your heart's awakening, total transformation, complete renewal. I think there's something in your contract being activated right now. Oh my God, as we said it, it's time to ground and root your home. There's something here that inspired out. Yes, big exclamation point. Start of a new season, your power, new experiences. You're a leader, new beginnings, right? So 25th of the 4th, 25th of April could be important. even an important month next year. But home belongings, roots, comfort, safety, framework, structure. You needed to learn boundaries. You needed to learn how to root things in permanence, not always fall short at the end of each cycle. This is a very big row. I want one more. Your first row and this row, still a mystery for you. The stallion. Strong emotions, desires, driving force. Another one of sexual energy. You've learnt freedom. You've learned to soar in your freedom. And another 4. You could be watching this at 4:25. But wild versus tame. You're about to break free from past shackles. Horses could be very relevant. Oh my God. And then you've got the messenger underneath. Whoever you think is over and done, and this is about message, full speed ahead, green light, delivery, news, a delivery. Maybe you just got a delivery. Why I'm actually seeing a package being delivered, just to tie you to this. Oh my God. You've got a clean slate coming, restoring harmony. You had to go through this energy. It was to completely transform you, to clear and purge, a clean sweep. Whatever's coming next is unavoidable. This ties into something very big here for this collective. But maybe you've just done a big spring clean. Like maybe you've just really reset your home. I always find, just intuitively, this isn't you telling yourself to do it so you get a new cycle. Just before you're about to hit a really big new cycle, especially Empress and your contract here, you guys cull. You get rid of old things, you buy new furniture, you deep clean your home, you get rid of clothes, you really accelerate a fresh energy, right? Even when you start buying food, especially with divines, I see this a lot for divines coming into union. And remember, normally your separation is really long. I know this sounds irrelevant, but it's coming to my mind. When you're going grocery shopping, it's like you start buying the things they used to like to eat. And normally through your separation, you don't eat any of their stuff. Or let it be buying scents that you used to wear when they were around you, or even their deodorant. It's like you stock up your house without you even knowing. And it's not you telling yourself to do it. It's like you go through a nesting period, right? It just happens intuitively. Your structure starts to change, better routine, more organization. And it makes sense because this collective, you're going through an internal glow. So you would be seeing change. You're rising from the ashes. You're going through a complete renewal. So if you're still doing the same old thing day in, day out, this isn't your collective. You would be making change. You've got the clean slate, the clear and purge. You've got the Phoenix, you've got this goddess energy, your contract, the magician, the obstacles, the finally rooting, that you would feel different. That's very important for this collective, very important. One more. 2 more, I want 2 more. Oh my God, so the things that were working against you, but you never gave up, your persistent paid off. New things are on the horizon through your determination, through your repetition, learning to break free from old cycles though, making dreams reality. The beaver. And then justice, Libra. And so you got Libra, Pisces, and Gemini energy here. So within the next 1 to 2 weeks, all your life lessons, your purple curtains, you've got truth and balance coming to the table. But you've found your balance, you've found your harmony, you've found your, I don't want to say refined energy. I feel this collective, I do think you could have been a little bit in the past, but there's just this grace I'm feeling that you just naturally have. Your kindness, your artistic nature. You've got justice, lovers, and the Empress, and the magician as big universal, and the moon, breaking free from the moon. But it all started with you tapping into yourself. Major arcana, they're pivotal life lessons that the universe is trying to teach us. This chapter, and yes, this is your focus, but these cards, that's a mystery to you right now. So that's some pretty big major arcana cards as a reveal here. You're about to unlock something. You could have just found a key, lost a key. I always say when a door's about to open, keys turn up in mysterious places. Or, you know, you're going to those op shops, those, I don't know what they call them around the world, like those vintage shops, and you see a beautiful vintage key and... Okay, so that's what your focus is. I just quickly want to confirm, because it's making me feel like you've got movement, this collective. I just want to confirm with these purple cards quickly if you've got movement, because that messenger and date, prepare to be wined and dined. Okay, finances. So you're going through Empress. Oh God, this could be this person though. This is about someone presenting too full of themselves, struggle with finances, addictions. I can't see that's this collective, not with that first part. I want one more for that. Okay, no. Whoever this is, they're opening their heart again. So, and this could be about you. Maybe this is the impression you have of this person right now. What's this connection? Oh, that's too many. But twin flame. Okay, paradise. Insane chemistry, liking each other equally. But there has been heartbreak. I think that's more the impression of this person. Maybe that's the last impression you really got of this person, that there's something you need to open your heart. Happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other, insane chemistry, liking each other equally, having fun, but deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, grieving, feeling lost, mourning. I want one more. Top row. Whoa, that's good. That and the Phoenix card, very powerful. Relationship evolving to the next phase, but this is why this is powerful. Healing the inner child and growth. Okay, so this is the energy around this person, right? If they're saying this could create happiness, expansion, joy, passion, there's clearly still chemistry here with you guys. But the heartbreak here, I don't think you know this for fact. I'm gonna be honest. And you know me, I can be very stern with energy. I think this is your perspective on this person. If they're saying open up your heart, it'll help you attract more love, I can't see how the universe would be guiding you to open up your heart and to attract love with someone that struggles with addiction, gambling, bad finances. This says narcissist, and I was being nice saying they're just too full of themselves. I think that's this collective's perception because of the heartbreak. So trying to get over it, you were replacing the thought pattern of the paradise with, unfortunately, negativity. And we talk about this all the time. I thought my eyeballs were on, they weren't, because of their mask. Human nature, we're programmed to judge and be opinionated, and a lot of people, instead of just releasing and letting go, you have to replace it with negativity. But this collective is healing and inner child growth. If you've been healing, you had to heal your own whip energy. So if anything, as a collective, you should believe that a leopard can change its spots, because you changed your spots. Wow, literally wanting to converse more, savor the moment, date, feeling up. So for the coffee cup, you've got, that's more of a day thing and that's a night thing. I don't always hear this, but I'm hearing sometimes when there's been a lot of heartbreak and there's a lot of nervousness, accelerated heart, that person's name turns up, your heart goes from here to bloody China, you're like, ooh. The last thing you really want to do if you can't communicate through the phone is face to face, because all those things that really need to be said, it's like you're like, huh? So I am actually hearing it. I think this collective, it's supposed to expand, right? So you need to converse more. I think be intriguing to see what confirms that. Date night. So fun, flirting, wanting to date, but there could have also been third-party interference, but I'm more seeing this as a confirmation. This passion, insane. I wouldn't lead with emotion. I'd probably lead with logic. like, you've got to remember, you've got the phoenix over the home. So something's meant to ground and root for you, be long-term longevity. So if you're now, if the universe is trying to create something long-term permanence, why rush it for short-term bliss? Why try and rush something that's meant to be permanent? This should have been a lesson for you through your evolution, to not rush important things in life. Heartbreak. Yeah, the outdated, but this is good. So again, it confirms, keep the positive mindset. So open up your heart right now. So this heartbreak, because of the outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over and over in the head, that's why this has now happened, right? They're saying keep a positive mindset, manifest exactly what you truly want and need, gratitude and bliss. So we have to switch the mindset a little bit here. Now, if you're a collective, you know this for fact, and this person, like, you know what, they've shown you this, and it's not just a thought pattern you've created because of the time. This isn't your collective. This is such a detail. The universe is double confirmed. This person hasn't shown you this. This is either past memories or what you've created in your mind through the overthinking to help you through this heartbreak. The universe is saying no, positive mindset. Okay, so again, I just need to confirm, because people in discernment, this person is, that's what they show you, and it's been of recent, it's not for you. Okay, so this is what's evolving. The third party interference was a permanent fixture. So family, friend, they were charmed. They were used by someone, which created heartbreak, shocking, just attack, deception. So healing inner child and growth. This is, I always say, this for me is a permanent fixture. It's not the snake card. I see this as someone that's either a family member, a childhood friend, someone that's they trust, right? Someone that's a permanent fixture. So there was someone here, unfortunately, but it's evolving, right? That was, and you got this one here too. Heartbreak, pain, separation, shocking. No wonder you've got this outlook. Because again, there's things that are a mystery for the right collective you've got no idea about, right? So you might not even know for fact this stuff. It could have been a gut instinct, but there's things here that have not been full circle for you, because it would have made your trauma worse if it came through any quicker. If they're releasing a full circle moment, it's because they know you can deal with it, right? You've got to trust. That's big. So there you go. So you got the two most painful. I think that's them. Sadness, missing you, thinking about you, unsure of the future. One more. Wow, you guys could have been of marriage. And remember, that ring wanted to come out underneath the phoenix. You guys could have been planning this, and then boom, separation, watching. And I felt that in the other part. So watching, looking, stalking, focusing out, obsessing. Okay, let's just get a few more of these. Okay, bewitched. Love spell. You could have felt there was magic tied to this, energetic interference. Pregnancy could be important as well. You could have shared a pregnancy with this person. There's something here, but also expectation, I heard, because I do feel this I see that as my magic card, my brew card. So not just being bewitched by them, but you could have felt there was literally people interfering. So your intuition was a bit right, but I just don't think you know it's a fact. But this is what's around you. Wow. This is why don't rush the date night. So you got the communication issues and putting everything under review, right? There could be car troubles or something as a detail too. So don't rush the date night. You want to converse slowly. This will just end up being too confronting, okay? That really aligns with that other part. I'll get one more for that. You could have, whatever you do, don't invite this person over. I just heard that next Netflix, and don't be doing that. Like, don't have your date night at home. You know what I'm trying to say. But you could have lived with this person as well. But this is about change of residence, moving in with your partner. Not that it's going to happen very soon, but this could be a possibility if you think long term. Remember the house, and that's really confirmed the deviation we went into. Let's take the message away from this. Remember when I started talking about that, I said don't think short term, think about the house, the grounding, the rooting underneath the phoenix, right? So you want to review everything, sort everything, converse more. Slow and steady wins the race. Okay. Okay, opening up your heart, it'll help you attract more. Whoop. 2. So they could be an air sign stuck in the mind over the lack of communication, which has imprinted this. But they could be an air sign, you could be, but they are going to confess something. So let them confess. Take it slow. And they're stuck in their mind over this confession as well. But patience, good things come to those who wait. This is nice. Oh, you could have lost these two together. They're my lost pregnancy. A loved one is watching over. That's a detail for the right collective. So you could have had a miscarriage, had a termination, lost a child with this person. But also you did get death and loss twice in that other part. These are the moments that if it doesn't align with you, it's not your reading. I'm not that reader. Take what fits and leaves the rest. Okay, make room for the new beginning that's on its way to you now, but you need to let go of the past. How can you create new if you're holding on to the old? Okay, I want to just tap in a little bit more to this person's energy, just to confirm their good energy. But then I want to see what's actually arriving for you, because you've got a new cycle starting. And then let's see how this goes with their true intention, their feelings. First, I want to see how they see you as a person. I want to see if they... Okay, so let's see how they see you as a person. I just want to see if they see you, like who you truly are. And I want to see their intention. Okay. Oh, wow. There's that. Wow. They see you as enchanted, as a mystic, as artistic, as a dreamer, as sensitive, as fluidity, as compassionate, as you've dived deep, you've tackled your healing, you're intuitive, and a romantic. That's who you are. So they see you at the core. That's why I wanted to get this, to see if they understand who you are. I just find a lot of people that have gone through a spiritual activation, you're very hard for people, you've got a very unique, polarizing personality. And I see this a lot in the divine community. As they're trying to avoid, they can really put you in the crazy basket that your gifts terrify them. So they see you at your core, which is beautiful. This new beginnings, your innocence, you're brand new, your creative, artistic mind, that you're carefree, that you have a new perspective on life. This is about a boy as well. So child, remember lost pregnancy. You guys could have had we're going to have a boy. Oh my God. So they have seen you go through, and the loss of, this is a big one. Don't make it fit, but that's what you got. So remember how you found yourself through this pain, right? But they could have a bit of fear here over this breakup, and they're down and out thinking that you're over and done with it all. But I definitely think the loss is something they go over and what you had to deal with. So how connected you are, how open-minded you are. So they see you as very caring, very diplomatic. You're understanding, that you're wise. You have the perfect touch. You see both sides of things. Your empathy, but maybe sometimes they do think you have a bit of a chameleon energy. I don't want to say deceptive, but I do think that sometimes, because especially if you really are soul connections, if they keep wearing a mask, that means you're wearing a mask in some form of way as well, and you see through each other. And just remember the category you've put them in. It wouldn't surprise me if sometimes they can hold on to because this is a lot of change you would have gone through. So maybe sometimes they question if it's just a facade. I want one more for that. No, you've developed over time the fine wine. So you've aged well. Maybe it's been some time as well. You could be an age gap couple. Developing over time. You found the good stuff, you finessed, you transformed, you alchemized, you're ripening, you're aging well. So maybe that chameleon's more you see through. I do think you would still have it a little bit, but important dates, 13th of April or 8th of, I said that date for you already in your, that doesn't have a number. Oh my God, it's literally your soul that they see. This is why I wanted to get this. They see you, trust in divine timing. You're in your prime element, your source's energy, your soul spark, your timeless, your abiding force, your life force. They see you so connected. They're not scared of it. They're enticed by it. They're not running away from their mirror anymore. This is really good. So they know the pain you've gone through. They get it. They're not blaming. But let's confirm. I don't want to speak too soon. You're butterfly. You're metamorphosis. I'm literally seeing a beach. You could love your literal new beginning of your artistic mind, your emotional mystic fan enchanting. That you're sitting in major opportunities, that you just jump in, you're a free spirit. When you think of something, you just do it. You've embraced the unknown, you're original, you're an individual, you innovate, you're a rebel without a cause. So maybe they have you, it's because you break the mold. You don't conform to society's perception. But maybe, I was about to say, maybe they have memories of you not like you don't like being told what to do. But I think it's because you walk differently. You walk to your own beat. Why am I hearing this at this very moment? I'm really intrigued to know what came out for that book line. As I said, walk to your own beat. I wouldn't be surprised if someone's read a line about something, because it came to my mind just in that moment. Child. So you got the boy and the girl. 1313J, surrender to the divine. But maybe you didn't know if you were going to have a boy or a girl. Remember, what reading was that? Where the mirror came out. The two children, one after another. The right collective you, I just came to my mind. Maybe that reading really resonated with you. Maybe it's the same collective. I don't remember what it was called. It was about a week, 2 ago? And they came out together. But you're yin and yang. But also I think they see themselves in you and they're inspired to make that same change. So it could have been a girl, or they say the exact same thing, these cards, except girl and boy are different. Same number, but the girl has a J and the boy doesn't. And the spades. So in cards, spades could be important. Like the Jack of Spades, or even the Joker. Maybe this person's name's Jack. Oh my God, your third eye. So through all the loss, through all the trauma, that's why you activated your abilities. You rose above, your focus, your transition, the changes you connected to your higher self, your third eye, your far-reaching vision. So they know over the loss of it. So they know about this journey. They know how trauma activates awakening, where I think for so long they just thought, again, you were going crazy. Oh God, the stalemate. So open-minded, that you saw, so maybe you were really nice to them even through this stalemate. Makes sense with, and feminines, you do it. You're like, oh, hey, even when they're a complete ass. But through the standout, the on hold, the non-committal energy, the delay tactics, the blocked energy, them refusing to compromise. You could have been like this, but I think it's more them. How you were just so open-minded. You always saw their side of it. You had so much empathy. It's like you adapted to it. That's what I'm feeling from this. they're reflecting on the way they treated you here and how you literally, again, that phoenix, you rose from the... Oh my God, can you see that? On the table, the 20 card, underneath trusting in divine timing. I'm not going to get it because it didn't fly out, but isn't that the last card? Trust in divine timing and 20, that's magic. But you balanced. And for them to see you like this, they're activated to the divine journey. I keep bringing up divines for this. They would know what you know, maybe not to the extent, but this is all about you. There's nothing about outer appearance. It's about you. This is really nice. How you became unstuck, how you became grounded, how you're duty bound to the divine, the spiritual panther. The divine released you. You've changed. How solid and doteful and loyal you are. Maybe they always questioned your loyalty. This is really nice. Oh my God, your clear vision and perspective, the truth, the eagle bird. You challenge the status, you walk to your own beat. All the opportunities, how you found new hope, your regal, maybe that they think you're really proud of your accomplishments. I think they're proud of you. 19, sun energy. You even strengthened your masculine energy. That's good. I really like that. All right. Let's see their true intention. Actually, I want to get these divine cards first because I want to see... Sorry. I want to get these divine truth cards. See what transformation is, not just how they see you. Okay, let's just get a few of these. Their emotion, their daydreaming. You're always on my mind even when I try and forget you. Sunflowers, it could be important. Their arrogance, so they are in reflection. This is about they allowed their pride and ego get in the way of this, but they felt they were the catch. It's like they might have had a lot of people telling them, and I'm not saying this to upset you, that they could have done better, or you were just using them, or they were a layover or a rebound, or I feel this person, like, because this is what they're reflecting on. Remember, you got the betrayal because of the interference and those words. The intention cards are going to be... now they miss you. Look at how everything's black and white, but the broken heart and the cosmic energy. It's like the cosmic energy, the divine has been guiding this. We may not be together right now, but my heart misses you dearly. Yeah, irresistible to them. I cannot resist you. Oh, this is very sexual. You are the best I ever have. You have my undivided attention. Oh. But you make them nervous. I have to make it clear, this is not yesterday's collective. I feel this is acute nervous. Like, yesterday's collective, I feel that person was very bound still. You make me feel nervous and excited in a good way, but I'm scared to approach you. Like, this person sees you. They're not just obsessed with, like, they see your soul, which is magical, which means they wouldn't try and change you. They would let you soar. Like, they wouldn't cage you. Daydreaming. So the thinking about the third party interference, they might even think that you have someone in your life. There was another energy interfering in our connection. That is a huge... So this is where they go over. And no wonder the arrogance is next. They listen to the wrong advice. Now they're heartbroken underneath the arrogance. By hurting you, they hurt themselves. The wrong choice was made. And now I sit here in pain over the loss of you. It literally says, where's my heart? this is why. So whatever interference is going on, that's a puzzle piece for you guys. So there's destruction with that person right now in their life, just because you don't know it. We say the rooms you're not in. And remember the mystery, the very first card. Oh, I think it's the anger at themselves. This depicts being angry at you, but the missing you. Just the theme of this, I think they're so angry with themselves right now. It's that time lost. How they pushed your buttons. Remember, they see that you had so much understanding over their stalemate. You've been nothing but nice to them. It's like they're just, I think they're really disappointed in themselves and how they moved through this whole situation. No wonder they'd be nervous. And the secrets that they held back. And it's true, the mystery. What they held back and they didn't tell you, but you're so irresistible. This is why you guys can't rush it. You need to talk slowly because they're too nervous to be completely open and transparent straight away. For them to even come in, for this person, it's going to take a lot of courage. So I can't see them confessing everything straight away. They need to not feel so nervous. I feel this person really knows, like, in their mind, I'm not going to get another chance here. I can't just... It's more if they tell you, and I'm not excusing it, I'm just trying to relay what I'm feeling energy-wise. It's like they think by telling you everything straight away, it's just going to push you away. It's not that they don't want to tell you. I do think they want to tell you, but they just... There's clearly some things here. But again, I said it in that part. You were never meant to find these things out any earlier. You wouldn't have been able to deal with it. So it's not easy. It's not something small. You need to trust when the words come out. It's because you're ready to hear them without it breaking you and making your trauma worse. Advice. The advice they got. But they're nervous. But they're speaking to someone about you. Is it a friendship? I don't think so. It could be someone they really trust, though. This says, I've been asking my friends for advice how to handle this situation, but I don't think it would be the same friend. I can't see them doing that because that's what they have regret over doing in the past. So if anything, they'd be talking to someone they can really trust or someone that's going through the same thing. I can't see, because they've made a mistake repeating cycles, right? So hopefully this person learned from the past cycle, seeking outside of themselves caused nothing but destruction. I just can't see why they'd be doing that again. But that's how life works. You repeat the same shit till you learn. Let's get one more for that. I don't see that. There's opinions still. Maybe they haven't learnt that lesson then. They're repeating it. Oh no, spiritual detox. Good. This says people that were talking about the relationship, they were just jealous of the connection. So they're not talking to them. Releasing negative thoughts and people. Major spiritual awakening. And rebirth. So they're learning the lesson. That's good. But they're still a little bit depressed. Listening to everybody though, the ears in the mind, feeling guilty for their behavior and unhappy with the outcome. We know that. They didn't get anything about the spiritual detox is good, but I'm shuffling them the wrong way. I was getting these because I wanted to see if they had soul evolution. I don't know. Or they want to express themselves. I want the whole world to know. Oh, I don't like that. That you're mine. Okay, so all of the emotion cards, we've got heartbreak, shattered, the missing you, the nervous, over the secrets. This is so 3D. Old habits are breaking me down and a new version of me is being revealed. All of the masks. This is why you need to take it slow. But they're stressed, over strategizing, depressed. I just think there's a lot of telepathy. There's a lot of pressure here for them to see you so clearly. There's something activating in them. Is it to a state of like, because they're still so scared about being like, you need to take, I can feel it already. It can't be rushed. That detail, the deviation about don't be rushing seeing each other. I just feel this collective, you guys need to, that's isolation and telepathy. You need to build your bond. All right, let's see their true intention though. Courage, that's good. Oh, that's good. They could be a Libra. You got that twice, or you could be a Libra. Oh, good. Spiritual. So they are delving in. Spiritual practices and intuition. I know, Dark Night of the Soul, great. I know I acted as if I couldn't make my mind up about our relationship, but it was really because I was scared of hurting you and you hurting me. So the secrets, the interference, this is why they never, it's the scars. They didn't think you'd be able to handle their scars. They would have hurt you through their scars. And then if you found out about their scars and why they were behaving a certain way, you would have hurt them. But I'm healing myself through meditation and spiritual practices. It's the only way I can feel whole. It finally dawned on me why I feel so drawn to you and our connection, why it was so intense but also scary. I'm starting to understand my fears and my overthinking emotion towards you, with Dark Night of the Soul at the bottom. That's good. Libra, juggling. So they're still juggling their commitments, and this is why they would reflect. They can't come in hot and cold acting like they can't make them. It's coming in with the truth. I don't even think it's literally the balancing with the juggling, and I think it's more the emotion, not what this depicts. I think it's more, can I be open with these secrets? That's sad. One more for that. Yeah, that's sad. Why they've been denying this for so long. I realize there is something between us, but I don't have the capacity, not right now, to understand. Everything is too much, and I have things I need to deal with. There's things here that they're just not ready. That's a bit sad. I do feel they're getting there though. This is why whatever's coming next, I wouldn't let my guard down. They're going through a tower moment. So remember I said just before, there'd be a puzzle piece, destruction with whatever these people were, but they're turning to some form of spiritual practice through it. I feel like my whole life is falling apart. This is why falling apart, being pulled apart. No matter what I try and build, things keep crumbling around me. And this is why they notice your connection to Source so much, because they notice you thrive. And they notice through you surrendering to divine timing, you became unstuck. That makes sense. This is why it's like they're getting a leaf out of your book without you even knowing. You were the only thing that was solid in my life. It's like they're finding guidance from you and you don't even know. A winter memory. So the intuition, the intense, it could be summer for other countries, intense emotion, why they had so much fear. There was a memory here from December 22nd. This could be my collective Christmas time. Things started to fall to shit. December 22nd to February 6th, February 7th to March 19th. That could have been your destruction. Like, because this is when it was so intense, so much fearful emotion. They're going to hurt me. I better hurt them. Don't make, you know it. Just, that's important. Last one. Oh, union it. So they want to marry you. 3 decks. You got it. They know time is ticking. Okay. It's on their mind. And they're reflecting on all the promises that were made. But this is also a card of releasing commitments. 11th of the 9th, 9th of the 11th. 11th of September could be important because you do have this person entering. But the universe is trying to show you it's not about them having the bad addictions and they're full of themselves. They're scared, this person. They're scared. So they're going to present scared again, but they're telling you to open your heart and be patient. All right, I want to see what's coming for you guys. Not just like all together. I want to see what's on its way for you guys. You literally have a rebirth. Everything harmonizing, solutions being grounded. You've got a turning point here, huge with the Chariot. So everything that once upon a time was 5 of Pentacles upright, 5 of Pentacles in reverse with the rebirth and the Chariot, forward movement, true turning point for you. Common ground starting to take place. You're about to really harmonize things. And it's coming in quick. You really are starting a new cycle. Harvest season, fruits of your labor. I think you've been germinating for so long. You've been preparing for harvest season for a very long time. long-term investments through your hard work, possibilities through all the delays. Saturn's gift, you've got a good gift of good karma. Justice card, you've got a reward finally, but from a lot of perseverance and dedication and feeling very stuck for a long time. For you to have a 5 of coins in reverse, you were experiencing 5 of coins for a long time. Remember, you had to Phoenix. Okay, that's them. Charismatic, not time. Slow. Remember, Knight of Cups, he's slow. He heals along the process, right? So whatever's coming in, when I'm reading love, especially in energy like this, it confirms what we've been saying. He's my charismatic Casanova. He's a smooth criminal, right? But he's also very slow moving. So yes, they're coming in with an offer. Prince Bloody Charming, romantic lover. This says trustworthy. Not with the energy of, they are trustworthy, but don't rush it. So let's take these fruits of your labor with the things that you have been feeling stuck with minus love, right? When it comes to love, I think this needs more stillness. It's really clarifying. Focus on the things that are relieving you in your Empress period in a positive way, instead of focusing on something that still needs to heal and take a little bit of time, proposal or not. Future, think long term, not short term. All right, let's clarify. You're about to be on the top of your mountain, having your cake, eating it too. Castle in the background, abundant. King of Pentacles energy. Stop it. Success, business owner, rich, stable, power, provider. And again, here's my trustworthy, loyal energy. So whatever's coming next, you can trust, but it's your loyalty, your dedication. You don't get to be a King of Pentacles energy that abundant and that structured without hard work and dedication. Just saying. With a beautiful spice of Queen of Wands, leader, magnetizing, sexy, seductive, magic. Oh, power, magnetizing. So your feminine energy is spicy, passionate, full of action, a true born leader. Your masculine energy has been balanced out to hard work, dedication, like true good balance of yin and yang here. This is what you're rebirthing into. And yes, this could be your pairing as well that's coming in. But I'm thinking you, right? That is a good mix to get shit going. All right, especially how charismatic and powerful you would light up a room. But the confidence of both of these energies, some big stuff. He says ambition, business, leader, natural lover, and all confident, sexy. You're about to some good things coming there. And beautiful. So the only two cards that are, is that a 5 or a 9? Okay, no, this is good. So 9 of Wands in reverse with 5 of Coins in reverse. So the things that overwhelmed you, the things that made you feel like they weren't worth it, the rejection, the turmoil, all of this stuff is what you're getting a turning point with. All of the things you wanted to, you're literally like, this is where you're getting your solutions come. Patience. This collective, you would have learnt patience here. To become that, like you would have had to learn patience. That's too many. Chariot. You got the twin flame card here. Your mind's developing as well. So remember that first card, the mystery, your intellect, your development, whatever's coming next. You could be a big fish in a little pond. You're about to be a little fish in a big pond. You're going to develop more in the mind, but you need to. This card, I always say that 7 of Wands, you just got to get to the top of your Mount Everest, but this is saying you need to protect yourself with what's coming next. So I think I'm going to be honest, as soon as I saw that, I was seeing that gold digger card, there's something about your finance, especially if you're a very giving person. That's what I saw straight away. There would be more as well to protect your energy and, you know, your state of being internally. But I was seeing something with finances that you need to be very alert with here. Yeah, you need to just, whatever's coming chariot-wise, even let's take it to this person. Remember your higher perspective, all your soul searching, all that guidance that you found through your hermit's journey. When it comes to this person or people wanting things off you, and I always say it's very funny when you find success who appears, be very alert. But this says you need to go within. Meditate when you're being, remember your higher perspective, alone, soul searching. Be very protective of what you are about to gain. And if it's love, again, go within. This next chapter, I think this is why it's meant to go slow with that. You're too giving. World. So it is coming into completion. All your hard work, your reward. Everything that's been delayed. Saturn's gift. Accomplishment, success. Emotional fulfillment. You're starting a new cycle. Moved on from the shit. Completion, conclusions, because you've learnt your karmic lessons in your past cycle. Finally, success, leveling up, achievement through all your knowledge. Whew. All right, let's see this. I think this row ties into this last one. These other, and this a little bit, but I think it's, oh, miracle! Trust the universal flow of life. Until you feel serenity, peace, and calm, it ain't time. Remember that. This is a miracle card for me. Trust in your miracle. Hope, heal. This will restore your faith, though. And remember I said it's going to empower you by taking it slow. Renewed, wishes coming true, but your spirituality, your guiding advice. This is beautiful. But slow. Slow and steady wins the race. Emperor. So until they're in Emperor, divine mass, until they're locked in, so they're Knight of Cups, until they're locked in control of their emotion, compassionate, coming in with self-belief, believing in the infinite potential, not being scared, wanting to really soothe the chaos, wanting to create structure, stability, not time, right? For them. You, your empire, what you're building, female magician, taming that ferocious lion, infinite potential with you, right? Remember that. So when you really lock in yourself, what's going to happen to your reflected mirror? They're going to lock into, especially if you're someone you always prioritize love. Just as things are about to take off in your life, you get a love test, karmic lesson completed out, goes out the window, you adapt your needs and wants to your partner. Not this cycle. And if you show them because they already see how connected you try, out of everything in that is your connection to the divine and how you let the divine lead you, right? By you choosing you, this is gonna, I guarantee you, this is gonna make this person really like, because they're not used to it. They're used to you either being a chaser or you giving up everything for them or focus on you. Because look at all of those cards. Oh my God, and it's split on surrender. Don't be a people pleaser. Can you? My beloved, look at the cards that they split on. All of those decks and it split on those too. Speak your needs and be true to yourself. Focus on your own happiness instead of always trying to make everyone else happy. Huge confirmation. Though we may be physically apart right now, spiritually we are united. Love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. The right love will not be missing. And remember that part I said to you guys, this person, what was I saying? I just went blank. Oh, I remember that this person is proud of who you are. They're going to want to see you soar. They're going to want to see you, they're not going to cage you. That is such an important part of this reading because oh my God, that's on 9 as well. That's the 20 number. End of a tough cycle is coming. But you will know because they won't want to cage you. They will want to see you soar. They will want to see you in your greatness. Stay in your empowerment. Okay. I can't believe those cards split on that. The past is now behind us. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now open if you follow it with faith. Let go of the past. That was another big message. That was magic. As annoying as it was happening, it was magic. Okay. All right. Whole reading resonated. Oh, what's that? That initial fell on my little cat lady. You could collect willow tree people like me. B. Okay, lightning. This is coming in quick. Another B. So you got BB, J, I, E, Billy. Why did I just hear that Billie Jean song in my mind? You've got a baby pearl and a big pearl. I think you're about to be that big pearl. The world is your oyster. This person is becoming a big pearl, but also spirit baby, I'm hearing. The chains are lifting. These are the karmic chains, the shackles, the veils. That's a good charm. Trust. Learn your karmic lessons. Beach, Aphrodite, energy, 5-cent piece. This one's 2020. This 5-cent piece, 2020 could have been a big year. Fiery climax approach. You got the double lightning too. So very quick change. Everything's going to change rapidly and at once. But one of them, slow and steady. Don't lead with emotion. Lead with logic. Fiery climax, fiery completion approaches. Divine masculine energy. Your yang energy comes first. Remember that, Chloe. Trees, nature, get out in nature. You could have a beautiful memory with a magical tree. Your divine love is protected, so truly surrender to it. The magical Venus star. This is an O, but completion. And then avocados. I love avocados. You could be eating an avocado. You could be on a whole food diet. You could be vegan. You could be making avocado tea of recent with the seeds. That's really good to make. Okay. Could have just had some avocado toast. Oh, why am I seeing like a rotten avocado in my mind right now? You could have just cut open an avocado and it was brown. 7th of the 2nd, 2nd of the 7th, 20, and then the safe travel skull with the grey, balancing your energy points. 20 could be important. 5th of the 3rd, 3rd of the 5th. 18th of the 6th, 6, 6, 14, 14, and 6, 6, 6, 3 sixes. That's a twin flame number, divine number, goddess number. That's magic. So you got 6, 6, 6, and 14, 14. So you could be seeing like synchronized numbered or mirrored numbers. 12, 21, 13, 31, 14, 41. Especially if you got your clock on 24-hour time. But 14th of the 6th or 18th of the 6th could be important as well. And then 4, Emperor energy, or 144. And we heard 444 before, so that's important. All right, I love you, my angels. Have a good day.